Hey, this is Coach Bill with Meditate to Go, and thanks for joining me again. This meditation, we're going to focus on perspective. And when we change our focus, when we change our perspective, we start to see things differently. So in this day and age where we are so overly connected, we can find out what's happening on the other side of the world just by picking up our phone or device. Sometimes we lose perspective. So in this meditation, we are going to focus and put our perspective back in place. And when we do, we start to focus on what truly matters. So, if you're ready to join me on this little journey, I just ask you to open your mind and allow yourself to come along with me. And once you're ready to begin, comfortable in whatever position you sit to meditate, let's begin. Just start to settle into your posture in whatever way you're sitting or lying, making yourself as comfortable as you can, settling into the moment. And if you haven't already, close your eyes and start to relax. Bring your awareness to your breathing. Feeling the rise and fall of your chest and tummy. Just letting it flow in and out. Taking these first few breaths to connect the mind to the body. And recognize that we use the breath to build a bridge between the mind and the body. And as we build that bridge, it grows even stronger and starts to connect the spirit. So for just a few moments, try not to do anything. Just be content to sit with your breath and the sensations. And just let yourself be. Beginning to release the mind. Connect the body. Feeling your breath flowing in and out. And then move your awareness and start to think of your body. Start to think of yourself as whole. Not by parts, but as one. From the top of your head all the way down to your fingers and toes, be aware of your body, whole and complete. Every nerve, every muscle, every cell, complete. Bring your whole self into your awareness and don't try to change anything. Just let yourself be. But pay attention. Pay attention to what you notice. Allow yourself to feel what you feel, but be an observer of those feelings. Just pay attention. Allowing yourself to relax, not having to change anything. Just letting it all be. Letting your breath flow, just as it always does. Letting your thoughts flow, just letting them go. paying attention to your breath and your body, the wholeness of your being. And just let yourself be. And as you continue to relax, just imagine that breath flowing deeper down inside of you. Feeling the wholeness of your body, just feel yourself sinking down. As you're in the moment, there's no reason to feel tense. So just let that tension go. In the moment that you're in, there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to worry about. So just relax and let yourself be here now. Being aware of your body and how you feel. And I wonder if you could start to imagine how you look. How do you look sitting there right now? I wonder if you could picture yourself as seen from outside, as someone else would be looking at you. Just imagine taking a step back and looking at yourself. It doesn't matter how clearly you can see yourself, just get a sense and a feeling. Just get the intention. It's the idea that matters. Imagine the shape of your body and your posture. I wonder if you can think and see the expression on your face. Try to see the movement of your body as you breathe in and out. Think about the clothes that you're wearing, the color, the texture. Just allow yourself to get this image of how you're sitting there. As if you were looking at yourself from a few steps away. And as you're looking at yourself, imagine that you start to lift just a little bit. Imagine your feet lifting off the floor. As the observer, you are lifting up, watching yourself still sitting there, still grounded, still connected. Just imagine, as the observer, you're gently floating up, looking at yourself, ever so peacefully, rising upwards. All the while keeping your eyes on your body, seated below you. Open your mind and just imagine you're rising above, ever so gently. As you float higher and higher, imagine the ceiling and the roof disappear, allowing you to float. Gazing at yourself seated comfortably, looking content, looking as if you're contemplating something. And imagine as you lift higher, you see all the rooms around you, the building as a whole. As you continue to float higher and higher, you see people around in different places. Your perspective starts to widen more and more until you see the other buildings around you, the street, the streets. You observe people all around, moving from here to there. Some of them driving, some of them walking. Some people taking buses or trains. And as you observe all this interaction of people coming together and passing each other by, you start to contemplate the interaction of humans. Thinking about how they influence each other, even in ways they aren't aware. Encountering each other in different ways. Some just walking past. Some having conversations. Some working together. Some being taught. Floating higher, you start to see the shape of the town around you, the city. And people start to become ants below. Rising higher and higher, you fly through the clouds. And you see the whole of the place surrounding. You see the shape of the coastline. The perspective becomes wider and wider. You see the curve of the earth. More and more. Floating gently above the weather. Through the atmosphere of our planet. So high that you just rise above. Out into space. Without any worry or doubt, you know this is safe. You know it's comfortable. You still feel that connection to your body below, so you still feel grounded and connected. But as you move further and further out, you start to see the whole of the planet, suspended in space. You notice that it's silently turning, gently moving. Just let your imagination think of how the planet looks in all of its majesty, all of its beauty, from this perspective. You see the whole of the planet. Noticing the blues of the beautiful oceans, the browns and the greens of the land. You see at the top and bottom of the world, there's ice. Throughout the world you see wisps of clouds floating in patterns of weather, moving gently across the surface. And though you can no longer see yourself far below, you know that you're down there on the earth. From this perspective, you seem so tiny. But you know that your life is important. You know that what you make of your life is important. But this change of perspective changes your view of things, connects you to your values, and perhaps changes your priorities just a little or a lot. So as you're floating here looking at that world, allow yourself to contemplate the fact that there are billions and billions of people, and you realize that your life is just one among many. One person in the total population of the earth. Contemplating the population of the earth, just think of the rich diversity. All the different languages spoken by people. All the different races. The different countries. As you're looking at the earth now, just imagine all the different ages. In this moment, there are babies being born. In this moment, there are people passing on. There are people in the prime of their lives, and there are those just getting started. Just allow yourself to take in the enormous variety of life, all the different experiences of humankind. Know that in this moment some people are happy and some people are sad. Some people are celebrating and some people are suffering. And you realize the rich tapestry of human life. And yet as you gaze upon the planet, you're also aware of its position in the universe. Seeing it from this perspective, floating in space, you realize it's just a tiny speck of stardust, adrift in the universe. That this world is just a tiny grain of sand by comparison to the endless size of space. A tiny rock in space, revolving around the sun. And as you look at the sun, you see that it's just one of countless billions of stars in our universe. And then you think about this moment, this present moment on Earth, and look at it from the perspective of the wholeness of humankind and the lifespan of the planet as a whole. You think of your life as just one moment. Looking at it from this perspective, realize that there were hundreds of generations before you, and there will be many more after. Many have lived and died. Many more will live and die in the future, long after you're gone. In the lifespan of humanity itself, this is just a moment. And just on our own planet, we are just one of billions of species of life. This is just a moment in time. Just one single sentence in the book of the world. Contemplating the vast lifespan of the universe, remember, the present moment is but the briefest of instances, the mere blink of an eye. The turn of a screw, a fleeting second in time. However, the here and now is important. At this very moment, you're standing at the center point of humanity. Here and now. Find yourself living at the center of time. Though your body may be small in the grand scheme of things, like a speck of sand on a beach, it's part of the whole. Without those specks of sand, the beach wouldn't exist. In the grand scheme of things, we may be small. Our bodies are just a speck. But the imagination, the human imagination, is as big as the universe, even bigger. The mind can envelop everything that can be conceived. From the cosmic perspective, your body may seem small, but your imagination is vast. You can contemplate things past, present, and future. You can see your life within the bigger picture. This totality is absolute reality. You realize that you are an integral part of something much bigger, something truly vast. You are part of the whole. You're part of the all. You are connected in every way. Just as the cells of your own body work together to form a greater unity, a living being, so your body as a whole is like a single cell in the universe. And like every atom in the universe, you contribute in the unfolding grand design. As your conscious expands and your mind stretches out, touching the vastness of eternity, we change that perspective. Shifts occur in what we find important. The trivial things seem trivial. The indifferent things seem indifferent. If something happens that we can't change, why worry? If we've done everything we can, why worry? The significance of your own attitude towards life becomes more apparent, because you realize that this life is what you make of it, that you are writing your story, you are holding your place in time. So you learn to put things in perspective and focus on your true values, on your priorities, on the things that matter most, not the things that people tell you, the things you tell yourself. From this perspective, you can develop the serenity to accept the things you can't change, and the courage to change the things you can. From this perspective, you find the wisdom in knowing the difference. So recognize that your own true nature, as a rational, truth-seeking human being, you need to walk in your truth. Walk in who you are. Be authentic and true to yourself. In the vastness of the universe, in the context of time, what are you waiting for? It's time to make your mark. It's time to let go of the petty annoyances, the useless drama, and start walking in your truth and honoring who you are and upholding your place in the universe. As you hold this place, looking back at the earth, reflect on its beauty and connect with the beauty that you hold in your heart, the beauty of your life, and open yourself up to the opportunities and the possibilities. And feel yourself changing your perspective. And then all of a sudden, imagine you're drifting back down to where your body is sitting, back down to face the future with renewed strength and serenity. Just imagine you're sinking down, back down to your body, ever so gently, sinking back into your body, all the way down, connecting your feet with your feet, connecting your heart with your heart, bringing your mind together, feeling your breath flowing in and out. And then start to think about how you feel sitting there. Feeling the connection with the cushion below you. Breathing a little more deeply. Feeling a little more energetic. Allow your body to feel more alive and ready for action than ever before. Knowing what you have to do. Ready to move forward. And as you prepare to emerge from this meditation, bringing your mindfulness and awareness forward into your life. Ever so gently, when you're ready, open your eyes and emerge into the here and now with deep calm, serenity, and purpose.